So you know that feeling where you think you're constantly improving, but nothing in your life actually changes? I lived in that loop for years, consuming more, improving nothing. And I didn't realize why until it was almost too late. You've probably been watching videos like this for months, maybe years. You've got the notes, the habits, the ideas, but your life doesn't look any different. And it's not because you're lazy. It's because learning has quietly become the thing that you do instead of taking action. I've been stuck in that cycle myself, and I've helped other people break out of it. Today, we're breaking down three things: the psychological trap that is keeping you stuck, what you're not being told, and the exact framework that will actually get you to start moving. And you'll know by the end of this video whether you're learning to grow or learning to hide. But first, you need to understand the psychological trap that is making you feel stuck, because if you don't, then you'll stay in it no matter how much you learn. You see, there's a word that can describe this perfectly: procrastivity. It's when learning feels like progress, but replaces the action that creates progress. Your brain rewards information the same way it rewards doing. So you get the dopamine without that risk. For example, on YouTube, I've got over 200 watch later videos. So many videos buried in there that I want to learn from, but just haven't bothered getting around to. Each time I watch one and tick it off, it gives me that sense of accomplishment, but then I haven't actually done anything with that information that I've learned. So I've just wasted my time. The more you learn, the more you feel like you should be ready, but you actually get more hesitant. I spent weeks researching everything about how to use the gym without actually ever going. I wanted to prep myself up and get ready. So I knew the science, the best form for certain exercises. I knew how to do the perfect pull-up in my head, but I had never actually done it in real life. That was an example of trying to over prepare instead of actually just doing it and learning on the way. But here's the part that no one talks about. You see, there's a reason why this loop is so easy to fall into. It's not your fault. There are certain incentives behind the content you consume that is keeping you stuck in the loop. See, the algorithm, whether you're on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, it rewards content that makes you feel behind because that keeps you watching, it keeps you hopeful. And every video implies that you're missing something. And watching it feels safe because if you take any action, that may risk failure. So this is the best way to get over that, right? You're wrong. So now let me start sharing the framework with you to get over this, because it's not about consuming less. It's about consuming with the right intention. I want to introduce the one-to-one rule, and that is that you should only learn for a problem that you're facing right now. So if you're trying to get started and go into the gym, instead of watching videos about all the different workouts you can do and the right gym split, maybe watch a video about how to sign up for a gym, what equipment you might need, and what are the best things to look for in a gym as you sign up before you actually go onto those workout videos. Let's say you've been to the gym for a week, a month, then you can start watching videos on, okay, what is the best workout split for me? How can I get the best pull-up form or whatever it is when you're at that stage? And it's something called just-in-time learning, because you're literally watching it as you're going through that very same situation. And that makes the content a little bit more relatable and more meaningful for your life at that very point in time. But you got to take action first and then research second in many situations. Now you understand the trap and why it exists. And if you want someone to help you break this cycle and build systems that will actually move your life forward, you can work with me. Details below. And now, introducing the one-to-one rule. For every hour you consume, you spend an hour acting on that topic. If there's no action, then there's no more content that you're allowed to consume until you've done it. It doesn't have to be straight away, but you've got to then spend an hour doing that stuff, taking the advice on board before you're allowed to consume more of that same content for an hour. And that will actually force you to remember what you've learned from said video and actually implement it in your life. And so now you've got the why, you've got the system, and the two frameworks. Here's how it all comes together. You don't quit self-improvement, you just change your relationship with it. And here's a question you should ask yourself before you watch a video. Do I have a real problem that this solves? Of course, there are videos that you should watch for entertainment purposes, but if you're coming onto YouTube to learn something, then ask yourself if there is an actual problem that needs solving in your life right now that this video will help with. And then if you want to take it a step further, check in with yourself each week. What did I learn from this video or these videos? Did I act on it? If not, then why not? At the start, I asked why you think you're improving constantly when nothing in your life actually improves. And that's only true if you don't act. You know the trap, you know why it exists, and now you've got two tools, the just-in-time learning method and the one-to-one rule that you can start using today. So what I want to know is, what's the one thing that you already know you should be doing, but you've been learning and reading about instead? Think of that right now. Let me know in the comments. And after you've done that, I want you to watch this video right here on how you can destroy your 20s so easily without you even realizing it. I'll see you there. Peace out.